So I'm cleaning this client's house, and I noticed a lot of hard water buildup on their faucet. This is such a beautiful faucet, but unfortunately, because it's black, it's going to show a lot. So you can see there, and then also around here. There's some around underneath too. So I'm going to use the pink stuff, and then I have my Scrub Daddy as well, and also my little detailing brush. I'm just going to wet my brush a little bit and get a little bit of product here. And then I'm just going to go in and start scrubbing. Get around the edges here and around the drain too. Look how perfectly this brush works for this job, guys. Always make sure to check behind the faucet too, because look at all that. I'm letting that sit for a little bit, and I'm going in with some Dawn Power Wash just to clean up around the sink. So much better, but I'm going to do a little bit of vinegar to see how much more I can get off. Look how much better, you guys.
Every day decided to quit on me, something about mental health or whatever. So after a few days, I woke up and realized I'm going to have to handle all of this. So it had really gotten the worst of it in the kitchen just because we spend a lot of time there. So I did all the dishes and put a load in the dishwasher and cleaned off the counters and organized a couple things that were just a little bit out of hand. We vacuumed, and then we realized the sofa was really out of hand. And I don't know, I guess she hasn't cleaned that in a while because it was just kind of yucky. So I decided to deep clean it a little bit and pass over and get some of the yuckiness off of the sofa that's been there for a few days. And so we vacuumed, of course, and got it just looking a lot better, and decided we needed to put all the pillows back and just kind of let it dry out because we did a quick pass over. So anyways, here's the final result. I might quit again.
Cleaning my sister's sink. She bought a house last month, and it came with this sink. She tried to clean it but didn't know how to or what products to use, so I told her I'll clean it for her. If you're wondering why she bought a house with a stained sink, it's because she got the house for a good price. Everything was nice and clean besides sink.
This clean was for a client who was just getting ready to move out. He did hire me to clean the entire place, but most of my time was spent on the bathrooms. The first thing I did was take a piece of toilet paper and just wipe down any dust and loose dirt. There was black mold on the toilet seat and in the toilet bowl. I went in with a wet disinfecting wipe, and I also used this in the bowl just because I didn't feel like dirtying my scrub brush too much. And after scrubbing, there was still this hard stain, so I used some barkeeper spray and it got it right off. I then moved on to clean the two sinks. This first sink wasn't draining properly and it was really slow, but after cleaning out the drain, it was running much better. Barkeeper's friend came in handy again before I moved on to the bathtub. This is all soap scum and shampoo buildup, but it was pretty easy to remove. Honestly, the hardest part of this was getting the dust and the hair off of the walls because it's pretty sticky and hard to remove. And it still wasn't quite clean, so I took some barkeeper's friend again and did some scrubbing here to remove the rest of the soap scum. You can see that there was a lot here. I vacuumed and mopped as per usual, and here's the final result. I think it looks much better, and I'm so glad I could help this client out so that he hopefully gets his damage deposit back.
Cleaning the house again, if you know, you know. Clients told us not to worry about scrubbing the floor, just needs a light mop. Me being me starts scrubbing the floors. We sent her a video and picture of the difference. She asked me what kind of scrubber she could order to make it easier to scrub, and that she would love for me to scrub all the floors. 30 minutes later, she had the electric scrubber on a pole ordered and was amazed by the difference of the picture and video I sent. Not bad for $80 per hour. Who said owning a cleaning business was bad work? Well, look at the difference.
Husband's mother coming home soon.
敌军还有30秒到达战场。
I mopped my entire house after 6 months.
Let's do a super realistic clean with me because my room is really messy and this is so vulnerable showing you guys how messy it gets, but let's clean it up. So I'm gonna start by making my bed so I can use that as like a surface to put other things on. I feel like as a content creator, there is like so much pressure to have like a super clean and aesthetic room at all times. And I'm gonna let y'all know that is like not the case for me. I really wish though I was one of those girls with like a super clean room and it was like always presentable for guests, but I struggle with ADHD really bad and it can make cleaning super challenging. If y'all also struggle with ADHD, I find it helps to break it down task by task and do not do anything else until that little task is complete. For me, that'll be like doing my makeup counter. I won't do anything else until that's done. And since I'm a content creator, I do have the perk of like recording myself, so I literally cannot leave that task, otherwise it'll ruin the time lapse. So maybe do that for yourself too. I've really been struggling with anxiety lately, which is part of why my room can get so messy. But yeah, here it is clean. I feel like so much more at peace in like a clean room. So yeah, thank you guys for watching.
Closing the living room for the night. So satisfying, living room closed. Good night. to clean your wax pot. Turn it up all the way. Put it in the mold. Use any oil you have to clean the rest. All clean. You get it.
The very first thing to clean in a new apartment. Drain can conceal unpleasant surprises.
$500 worth of backup cleaning products looks like. I'm gonna organize them all into these bins and put them in my mudroom. First up are multi-purpose cleaners. Okay, next up we'll do the Everspring and Clorox cleaning wipes. Now we'll do like these kind of random deep cleaners. Next up, bathroom. Dish products. Okay, next up is dish and hand soap. Okay, lastly, we're gonna do floor cleaners and dusters. Okay, everything is organized. Let's go put it in the cabinet. All the bins are in. Last up is paper towels and toilet paper. Okay, everything is stocked and in its place. It looks so good. Let me know what you think.
So I've got another after work reset for you today. I've not done one of these in a while. Here's Mushroom doing her best smile, waiting for some leftovers. But yeah, the house is a shit show because you guessed it, they've been with my dad today. For those of you that don't know, my dad's as messy as me, if not messier. And when he has the boys, when me and Charlie are both at work, he puts all of his energy into them. And the house gets trashed in the process. But you know what? I'd choose it to be this way every single time. Because they're playing and bonding and being nurtured, and that's all I could ever ask for. Look at that sink. I can't wait to give that a good scrub later. But anyway, coming home from work and cleaning is obviously the last thing I want to be doing. But I've got a day off tomorrow, so I'd rather get all of it out of the way now and then have more of a chilled one tomorrow. And I'm very proud of myself for this. Because if you've followed me right from the start of this account, you'll know after work I would have came home and left it. And then I would have woken up to a horrible, messy house and started the day off really stressed. I used to procrastinate a lot. I've done it my entire life because I find actually starting tasks really overwhelming. And then things would pile up and they'd become more overwhelming and it would just be this horrible cycle. And since starting this account, I've done really well at breaking that habit. And over time, I've realised that once you get into it, it's actually not as daunting as you thought it was going to be. And the pride and accomplishment of actually finishing a task, it's so good for your mental health. And it might seem such a small thing to some people, but when you've gone your entire life leaving things to the last minute and doing things in stress and panic, it's huge. So yeah, thank you to anyone who commented on my last video giving their tips on how to get rid of leather jackets. For anyone who missed that, we've got leather jackets in our garden and they're basically cranefly larvae and they eat all of your grass and destroy your lawn. And me and Charlie have been going out every night and hand-picking them. But we've bought some nematodes now. People have reassured me that they're safe. I think it's pronounced nematodes, but they're little parasitic worms that go and eat the larvae. And before I put those down, I'm borrowing my auntie's chickens too. So I'm going to let them feast on the lawn and they'll actually scratch the lawn up to help the seed as well, so that'll be good. When we actually put seed down, that is. I am determined, though, that my kids are going to have a nice place to play this summer. Ike is desperate to be outside all the time, and the garden's just horrible. And I just feel really guilty. Apparently, these leather jackets are really common in new builds, because the daddy longlegs like to lay in, like, damp grass, and the drainage is often really bad in new build gardens. Ours is awful, and we've only got, like, 5 centimetres worth of mud as well. Ah, well. I just keep telling myself, you've got a home, you've got a garden, you've got some things that a lot of people don't have. Yeah, it might be annoying, but it's solvable. Look at that. I love a good clean, shiny sink. And I've borrowed my friend's carpet shampoo-y thingy because I'm in the process of cleaning and decluttering the boys' room and oh my god, the floor is disgusting. It's covered in chocolate and paint and all sorts. And yes, I am filming that in case you were wondering. The room is horrific, I'm not going to lie. I've been avoiding it. I've just been walking past and closing the door. It got bad again during half term, but I was just spending time with the boys and I didn't want to focus on cleaning the room all the time. I needed to go through it and get rid of some toys and clothes anyway, because Rudy's birthday's coming up. And yes, I am mopping in my shoes. Disgusting. There's bleach on the floor, there's bleach on the bottom of my shoes. I was trying to get it done as quick as I could because the boys were in the living room and I knew that Ike was going to walk in any second and I didn't want him to get bleach on his feet. And I've just got to light a candle to seal it, and that's the kitchen done. And there's Ike screaming because Rudy won't share my tripod with him. So much fun. If you're wondering why Rudy's here and in his PJs, it's because this was actually filmed yesterday on a Sunday, but I didn't manage to film the voiceover in one go. It's very hard to find a quiet 5 minutes. I usually try to do it after they've fallen asleep, but sometimes I'm just so knackered, I have to do it in little bursts. I don't think people realise, how much work actually goes into doing these videos. It's not just the filming and the actual tidying, it's the editing and then the voiceovers. So as much as I absolutely love doing this, it's very time consuming and I do consider it a second job. And yeah, for the amount of money you get in the Creator Fund, you have to really, really love what you're doing. But luckily I do. And I hope that shows and comes across to you. I always worry that I'll lose my spark or I'll become boring. Because at the end of the day, it's just me cleaning the same spaces over and over again. And I can ramble on, but what if I run out of things to talk about, do you know? I do put a lot of pressure on myself. But as long as someone continues to like the videos, even if it's just one person, and if I can make one person feel like it's okay that you haven't got your life together, then I'm thrilled with that. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.
When my husband suddenly came home.
敌军还有30秒到达战场。
早安，住得很好，不需水，好的取水。可以捐的。
你忘了，以后就让我来做。是我忘了。
敌军还有30秒到达战场。
when my husband's ex-wife came to my house suddenly.